Hello and welcome. Tonight, a heinous attack by herdsmen leaves several people dead in Riom local government area of Plateau State. The Ekiti state government declares a dusk-to-dawn curfew in Ekiti to prevent clashes between transport workers and traders. The Inspector General of Police orders commanding officers to beef up security around key and vulnerable installations in their jurisdiction ahead of the May 29 inauguration. And Syrian troops prevent civilians from leaving the ancient city of Palmyra as it falls to Islamic State militants.
And on business news tonight, the Securities and Exchange Commission suspends BGL Group from all capital market activities owing to the various complaints received from investors against the group.
And on sports news, action begins tomorrow in the Channel's National Kids Cup as participating teams now know group opponents.
We begin in Plateau State, Nigeria's north-central region, where the people of Riom local government area are faced with a heart-wrenching task of burying their dead. Relatives, friends and neighbors brutally killed after herdsmen laid siege on the area. The herdsmen attacked Riom, killing several people and burning over 100 houses. Reports reaching us say that there is palpable fear among the people, as this will not be the first time that the herdsmen will wreak havoc on the area. Now, to throw more light on this incident, I'm being joined by telephone by our Plateau State correspondent, Yemi Kosoko.
The residents of affected villages where Fulani militiamen attacked are trooped into Barkin-Ladi, the local government headquarters. Some of them are currently seeking refuge in the residence of district head of Barkin-Ladi, Edward Giangbot, who escaped the aftermath attack but lost his daughter and two grandchildren during the attack. One of the callers to commiserate with the district head is the president of Church of Christ in All Nations, that is Cooking Church, Reverend Datulon Datari, who also lost a pastor during the attack, explained that the attack is becoming an issue that should be tackled by the federal government. He recited the belief that the attack is not a communal clash, but a deliberate effort to make sure that those that are staying there are wiped out. Meanwhile, as we were discussing with the district head, a report came in that his driver's corpse was found when they went there to collect some of the belongings as the houses were being looted. It is still difficult to have access to the villages due to the presence of the assailants, and we contacted the military, the SDF, that is the Special Task Force, for us to have access to the village. However, it is said that arrangement is being made for journalists to visit the village so that they'll be able to ascertain the level of damage. In the meantime, it has been confirmed from the district head that 15 people were killed in Lobering village. And in that village, 7 people also died, while some corpses are still being identified and recovered from the bushes. So it is difficult to ascertain the exact number of those that have been killed in the attack. Several houses were burnt in all the villages of Ndim, Jong, Lobering, Rabuk, Zin, Lohala, all in Rock districts of Barkin-Ladi local government area.
It's our correspondent, Yemi Kosoko. Now, staying with the Plateau violence, the district head of Barkin-Ladi, Edward Giangbot, explained that the village was attacked by the assailants in the early hours of Tuesday with sporadic gunshots, which lasted for several hours, as the entire village was under siege without any meaningful assistance.
We have just finished our morning devotion. and I was just in the and I just had a rapid shoot once. And I was wondering, where is this? From where is this? Then again, another one just at the fence. Then I started hearing, rapid shooting continuously. It was terrible. So I phoned immediately to the sector commander. I told him I'm under attack and my house has been surrounded. He said, is that true? I said to him, yes. He said, no, it is his soldiers. I said, no, I've not seen any of your soldiers. So he said, no, his soldiers are there because he had told his soldiers to advance to that place. So it was later on, I think he communicated the soldier then.
Well, in the meantime, the Plateau State Governor-elect, Mr. Simon Lalong, says that he will count on the support of retired generals in the state to fight against insecurity. Mr. Lalong spoke in Jos, the state capital, when prominent retired military generals from Langtang led a delegation of Tarok natives under the umbrella body of Ngwan Ishi Otarok to pay him a courtesy visit. The retired generals are Joshua Dogonyaro, Domkat Bali, Jeremiah Useni, John Shagaya, John Guyep, John Timlong, and Bennett Bamfa. The governor-elect said he would consult them on how to tackle the spate of clashes, especially between farmers and herdsmen in the state. He points out that if previous administrations in the state had taken full advantage of the many retired top security chiefs the state was blessed with, it would not have suffered the kind of crisis it had gone through over the past decades. While the Plateau State Governor-elect seeks the assistance of retired military men to help stem the spate of violence in the state, the governor of Ekiti State in the southwest is appealing to warring communities to refrain from violence. In order to ensure that the clash between transporters and the community in Ado-Ekiti is brought under control, the state governor, Mr. Ayo Fayose, has imposed a dusk-to-dawn curfew on Ado-Ekiti metropolis. The governor, who made the order while addressing the community, says the curfew begins this evening at 6 p.m. and lasts till 6 a.m. He also ordered the security agencies to arrest whoever flouts the order during its period of operation. Governor Fayose was conducted around the area where the clash took place, leaving properties destroyed and many injured.
Shops still burning, buildings razed down. This is what is left in the trail of violence that broke out in Ado-Ekiti between members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers and some traders in the state. Governor Ayo Fayose has come to see things for himself. Reports say the violence broke out over allegations of a stolen bag and a case of rape, but a leader of the traders recounts the ordeal.
They came with imagine everything that they are looking for 419 that has collected money from a woman, one of their leaders, your wife. So, but as they are looking for those people, so they are just throwing stones everywhere. So the houses have to come out that we are not for one.
To stem the violence, the state government has imposed a dusk-to-dawn curfew and is also asking parties to give peace a chance.
We have been living peacefully together for years. Why would we descend to this level of burning houses, harassing, looting? It is unfortunate. If you tell me this will happen, I will say it's a lie. I feel sad that I was away. If not, nobody would try this. Nobody would try this. How much of profit are we making that we are destroying people's properties? And I want to assure you, everybody involved in this will have to face the law. Everybody involved in this. We will go to full investigations. And the moment you are linked with this kind of a thing, you have to face the law.
Meanwhile, the police has also been given an order to deal with anyone found violating the curfew.
The International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, says it is stepping up its work in the Lake Chad region, where more than 1 million people have been forced from their homes by the Boko Haram insurgency. The president of the ICRC, Mr. Pt.1, says that Red Cross programs in Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger, the countries adjoining Lake Chad, will be expanded. According to Mr. Mora, whole communities have fled their villages and endured unimaginable suffering, and that even if the fighting stops tomorrow, it will take years of investment and painstaking work to rebuild livelihoods and services. The 6-year insurgency waged by Boko Haram to carve out an Islamist state in Nigeria's northeast has displaced around 1.5 million people. Thousands were killed last year in an unprecedented land grab by the militant group. In part 2, after the break, the Inspector General of Police orders commanding officers to beef up security around key installations in their jurisdiction ahead of the May 29 inauguration. Do stay with us.